This is Jamstack Friday with TNT.
Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite.
Hello, Tony. What is up? Welcome back to
Hello.
another Jamstack Fridays, man.
Hello, Tim. Good. I'm very excited about
I know.
today's session.
Because you're going to show me some stuff, right? And I know
Yes.
you're going to be connecting up some cool services again for our audience.
Yeah.
Okay. How about I share your screen and you can kick it off?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
Tell us what you're going to show us.
So we got 3 tabs open, and we got our VS Code in the background. So
Yep.
probably you already understand what's going to happen. So we're going to go from
Exactly.
right to left. We're going to go Next Auth, and then Firebase.
Okay.
So
you're going to be connecting Next Auth to Firebase. So your Jamstack site will have login.
Yep. So I'm gonna
Awesome.
show a very basic demo of authentication of within Nextjs application, and I'm gonna bring in my data from Google. I'm gonna go into my next app. I'm gonna have a login ability in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click sign in or log in, and then when I log in, I'm gonna retrieve data from my Google profile, and it's gonna show my picture, my name, my email, and then
Nice.
after that, you'll see it in my next application right there on the page. And I'm not gonna
Cool.
write too much code of authentication. I'm gonna leverage a library called Next Auth. It's authentication for Nextjs, and I'm gonna leverage one of the providers, which is Google.
Okay. And do you need SSR for this, or is it all in the client?
It's going to be all locally running, but this is going to be client-based.
Okay, cool.
But you can do like further exploration. We're not going to do it today because I want to do just a quick demo.
Sure.
You could do, you can get like server-side props by leveraging a session. So there's a lot of things you can do, but just to show you kind of the beginning, the getting started, right?
Nice.
So I went ahead and created everything ahead of time. So I created a project in Firebase. Obviously, I enabled authentication. As you can see here, the Google sign-in has been enabled. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing else here. There's some settings, and that's it. You'll see it all throughout the demonstration. So let's go ahead and explore this first. So first things first, we're gonna go into our pages, and then we're gonna go to API. So I had to create a little path here, auth, and then that's it. So this way we'll be able to authenticate. That's how pretty much this came from directly from documentation of Next Auth library. And then I have my environment variables that are stored here. I'm not going to reveal those, but
no, please don't.
so you don't have to mask it later. And then let's go into our app.
So just explain to me how this is a page in Next, because it's literally just a function that returns, right, in the Next Auth file, the JS file I just showed.
It's an API.
It's a route. Oh, it's an API route.
It's underneath APIs. So because we have inside of APIs we have hello, that we have like a basic routing, and then we just kind of extended it here and added another one.
Cool.
So and we're using all Next Auth library. So let me actually show you what do we have installed here. So I have Next 11 already.
11, yeah, baby, we're living on the edge.
Yeah. Then we have Next Auth, React, and React DOM. That's it.
Sure.
That's all I have in here.
Yeah.
And then here we're leveraging Next Auth, then providers, and we're using Google, obviously. So very their documentation is really good. So
nice.
I'm not gonna spend time on that, but we'll leave the link in the description. And then two pages where we need to update stuff is gonna be app. So in here we're adding a provider client, and we're wrapping our component with that, and we're adding obviously a session here. And then the next
I like
step,
this, man, in React, that you can do this, because if then the session doesn't fit or you're not logged in, the component is just not shown, right?
Yep.
That's a cool way to go about it.
And then next is index. This is where it gets kind of, you see how small that is?
That's it.
Short. That's it.
So you can just say use session, check if it's there, and then that's it.
Yeah,
Man, I like this.
So 2 buttons, sign in, sign out. It's all coming directly from our
Next
library.
Auth. Yeah,
so
exactly.
Sign in, sign out, use session. And then this is where I'm exporting all my data from Google Analytics. We'll have to do some masking probably on post-processing of the video, but
I shall be doing that. It's all good.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
So yarn dev. Let's see what I have here. Okay.
Oh, you might have to go in. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm already signed in.
That is already working.
Out. So let's go through the whole thing again. Let's clear it out. Done. And let's go ahead, click sign in.
Oh, and this is basically that route that returns this button that makes it for you. This is like the API auth sign in. Cool.
Correct. And then I'm going to
click. It's so easy.
Exactly, right? And then sign in Google. This is where we'll need to mask a lot of this stuff, please.
It's all good. No worries.
So Nextjs authentication. Let's go to our settings. Public facing name. And we're going to mask this. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to use my personal email.
And there it is.
And I'm getting all this data right here. Session, user email, name, image.
And can you now also create like a protected page or something?
Yes.
This probably is that, because you have a session, and if you don't have a session, you just redirect back to like a login page or something.
Correct. So I'm doing very simple here. It's if you're signed in, check the session. If you're signed in, show sign out button. If you're signed out, show sign in button. And that's it. And then the rest is kind of here. And that's it. That's all I wanted to kind of show how easy it is to get going. Maybe, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, I will ask a very annoying question soon, but I'll let you finish. Okay.
I want to show you the docs. So Next Auth documentation, and then you have authentication providers.
Sure.
And then look how many. There's Facebook, GitHub.
Wow, this is great.
LinkedIn, Okta, Netlify. So if I want to do Twitter, where's Twitter? It's literally going to be provided Twitter. And then you'll set up all that stuff.
Just run with it. That is easy. Wow. Okay, so
Twitter providers.
I do have a question though, because you have a session, right? And you're logged in. And then you want to do, let's say, a Lambda function, like an API call. But for that, you also need to be logged in. Otherwise, you're not allowed to do that call. So can you check in your Lambda function in the API folder if you have a session, and then say, hey, that JSON token thing, that JSON web token is not correct, so you're not going to be able to query this thing. Does it have this too, or is that a very annoying question?
No, it's not an annoying question. It's just a question that I don't have an answer for right now. I need to...
I'm here, there's REST API, so I'm assuming it just works. Oh no, this is just...
Just client save session object of an empty object.
Here, there it is.
Okay, there we go. You want some tokens?
Yeah, so they have, but like I'm asking this because Netlify also has like a Netlify sign-in system. And they also have, if you then have Netlify functions in your application, they actually also give you, they can check if the sign-in that you did on the client side, they can also check in the API with the Lambda functions if you are actually logged in. So you kind of need to be authenticated with your own login on the client, before you can even query that thing. So that is interesting to me also. But maybe that was a bit too much in scope for this video today. But those things are pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, no, I think that's more of like an extra layer of authentication once we log in, and are we allowed to access that further routing?
Yeah, exactly. But that's another story. That's not for today. You actually showed in like 5 minutes how easy it is to set all this up and then have authentication. And can you do this without Firebase? Maybe just in a different way?
Yeah. So what I showed you was the Firebase, but then when you have these like authentication providers, you can use any of them.
Yeah.
So right here,
Sure.
So I used Google, and I use a Google provider so instead you will just go ahead and replace, instead of Google, you will use a provider that you want, whatever you want.
And then you don't need Firebase potentially. You don't need to store data anywhere, right?
Nope. You can just do Twitter.
I might be doing this stuff soon. I need to start doing more Next anyways, now that 11 is out, right? So why not use this stuff? Man, thank you. That was a fun little exploration there of how you can combine tools in Jamstack world.
Yep,
awesome.
Yep.
Thanks, man. See you next time, I guess, when we try other stuff.
See ya. Hopefully I will be able to answer that next stuff with your extra authentication.
I keep asking annoying questions, and let's see where we get to. Anyways, cheers, man. Speak next time.
Right.
Have a nice Friday. Bye.
You too. Bye.